Hi everyone, it's Harry here from Berthon, and today we are on board this Southerly 480 MANUKA from 2019 down in the sort of semi-sunny Hamble. We're going to have a look around today. I'll point you out some really nice features of this boat. So she was one of the last ones launched back in, well, started the build in 2019, but of course from a certain event that happened shortly after, she wasn't actually launched until 2021 when the owners took her on. She's always been based here. She's never really gone too far. One owner, of course, since new, but she's got some really good upgrades as we look around the boat to give you some blue water sailing, local cruising. Of course, with the Southerly, they have the famous swing keel, so under the hull. This boat, fully up is just a few feet, while fully down is, over 10 feet. That gives you really good options to get yourself into those smaller anchorages, or even beach the boat. There's many famous pictures online of this exact model actually beached in the Bahamas, giving yourself that really nice privacy. So make her way down, she's got, say, the white hull, copper coat underneath, and that was actually completely redone just a year ago or year and a bit ago, so that was all stripped back and reapplied, so that is nice and new. Just off the back, we'll try not to fall off, but you've got a swim platform that folds completely down, so that gives you nice access and just allows you onto the stern of the boat and just on the back there. So she's got some really good charging capabilities. So you've got solars, wind, and I'll show you them in a minute. She's also got a hydro generator that's into the hull as well. So all bases covered in that sense. So if you want to do off-grid living on a boat, I think this is the one for you. If you step on board, nice easy access from the folding ladder there, and we can make our way slowly forward. So at build, the owners went with the sort of flexi teak option, so there's no teak on the boat, which is, I think, in the long run a really good option, but also really much easier to clean as well, and sort of just longevity. And I think most boats are going that way nowadays. So we come up on the bow. Some nice features up here. Actually, after build, the owner added these sort of twin electric furlers. So I think you've got your self-tacker on the in here, and then your genoa just on here, as well as your bowsprit. So you get yourself downwind sail, and of course the anchor, electric windlass. But with these electric furlers, makes sailing so much easier, especially if you're two up, which these owners often are. Even one up with the bow stern thruster, this boat will certainly take you anywhere. Up in the bow here, nice big deep locker. Fit all your fenders, extra sails, and then also access to your anchor locker, which I think is a really good feature. Making your way back around, having a look down on the deck. You've got your self-tacker track just here. Again, I say that runs into the cockpit, all the lines will easily go in the cockpit, never any need to come up on deck here. Twin bows, or get your poles up. So say downwind, get the furler, the bigger genoa, and your self-tacking jib, set that up on the downwind, lift the keel slightly if you wanted to as well, really get that bow up, and these boats going across the Atlantic or anything like that will absolutely fly and make life very easy for you. So electric in-mast main as well, nice high boom that takes it completely out of the way of the cockpit, as you see. So she's got no sort of track or German rig system on the mainsail. So that just runs right back into the cockpit. And you've got Sanders sails. They're sort of taken off and laundered each year. And the boat is also put on the hard for the whole winter every year as well. I guess your anodes are changed, engine service, generator service, anything that sort of needs servicing is done. So another, I think, good feature as well is these, because of the deck saloons you'll see down below, you've got good high grab rails. So while you're at sea, rocking around, you can easily get hold of these. You're not going to feel like you're going to fall off the edge as well. And you see plenty of windows. As we were working ourselves down the hull, you saw lots of the tri-windows. You'll see them when we go down below, but also on deck here. So it adds lots of natural light and also air, which can be very important. So we make our way back in to the aft of the boat. So that arch system is a German rig system with the main sheets that run right back into the cockpit, but there's no track. It's all nice and clean lines. But another good feature, I think, is the arch acts as stability for your bimini and your spray hood. So, you know, it's really secure system. So any weathers or you're crossing any oceans, you know it's not going to suddenly, hopefully, blow away. Again, storage continues. 48-foot yacht, nice deep locker for your toys, bikes, paddleboards, anything like that. Spare parts can fit easily in there, as well as you've got 3 smaller, shallower lockers along here, and then 2 lockers at the back. You've got your electric davits, as mentioned, solar panels on here, your wind generation up the top there. Quite a cool little feature, because it can be difficult getting on and off the boat with this, but this actually raises up. So you can get better access when you're climbing up or if you're med mooring. So this kind of hydraulically lifts up so you can get yourself onto the boat with ease. So going into the cockpit, twin wheel setup, kind of has a nice safe space. You're not going to feel like you'll fall off the back too easily. So sort of, you know, semi-center cockpit feel, but good separation between all the between the sailing and the socializing, I think. You've got twin B&G plotters. All the winches are electric as well. I'd say everything leads into the cockpit, so really easy to sail these boats. And on the port side here, you've got your bow, stern thruster, electric controls for the genoa and the self-tacker, again with the main, and obviously all your autopilots and engine and your Limar. And just down here is the famous swing keel setup. So push of a button, the keel will come up, come down, set it any way you like, and so you get access to those areas you wouldn't normally get, especially, which I think is very popular and why the Southerlys are such popular boats. And I think the 48 really gives you that space of a go anywhere blue water boat, and this one's been set up really nicely. So into the cockpit area, so good solid table. You've got separate eaves that fold up, so you didn't have to have the whole table up at the same time. Nice deep storage unit. Good safe space to sit, comfortable. Nice high spray hood. Again, another advantage of the arch, I think. You know, you're really, I'm 6'3", really nice amount of space. You could get the whole cockpit enclosed as well to add as an extra room. Right, we'll make our way down below. As we make our way, say, I think immediately you can see with these lovely big deck saloon windows the amount of natural light that comes into the room. And say any weathers, you can sit down in the raised saloon here and look out, even sort of admire the views and see what's going on in the world. Well, instead of not being in the bows of the boat, under kind of all this system is the swing keel, so that's all raised in there. Again, going on the theme of kind of living off grid or blue water sailing, you've got your water maker and generator. She's got air conditioning in all the cabins as well as the saloon, and you've got fans dotted about as well. Just on starboard side, a raised chart table. So another B&G plotter. So there's three plotters in total, but yeah, I think that gives, again with these windows, good visibility forward and to the side as well, if you're doing sort of a night travel. All right, we'll make our way forward. So she's the 2 cabin layout, which is definitely kind of a more popular setup. There was the option for the 3rd, but I think you'll see why the 2 cabin was such a popular option, because it gives this really good sized owner's cabin forward. Say with these sort of tri-windows on the side here, getting that natural light. You've got yourself vanity area desk, sort of tucked in the corner here, which is nice and secure. As you can imagine, plenty of storage as well. She's even got that little TV that tucked in here that kind of folds out, so you can watch yourself some TV in bed. Plenty of sockets, USB ports. As always with these boats that are built by Discovery, the carpentry, yeah, I think is second to none. The sort of quality is it really shows, and it's every sort of fiddle line and flooring is just done to, I mean, expert. So you've got your forward head, sorry. So electric loo, nice walk-in shower, Corian surface. And the flooring is all Antico as well throughout the boat. But again, following the lines of the natural light. And the mattress is a good queen-size berth. That's sort of specially designed spring mattress as well, and air conditioning. So coming back, just on the starboard side here, you've got a little pilot berth. There is a lee cloth to connect yourself in if needed. So she does sort of, the saloon can fold down as well. So you could sleep 7 if needed, or use these as the sort of berths while you're out sailing centre of the boat, which is nice. And just in terms of, you've got yourself C-zone, so she's controlled all by C-zone to turn your lights on and freezers, and all the units are done there, as well as the fusion unit, which was actually redone new just last year. So we've got an extra fridge in here as well, actually. So this used to be a washing machine, but the owner had to change it out, put in the important drinks fridge, which I think is a good feature. But over, say, got your galley, which is slightly lower, but gives really, I think, good space while you're at sea, nice and secure, easily hand out drinks up into the cockpit. So you've got yourself a freezer tucked up in there, and then another fridge over here. So sort of two fridges in total, plenty of space for your drinks, lots of sort of storage as well. MANUKA also comes, so she's got an induction hob. So she, as sort of keeps sort of saying really, but she's hammering it on the home, on the sort of off-grid living, with especially with the induction, no gas needed, and all the sort of power opportunities. So you've got your engine that's tucked under sort of here, and make her way into the aft cabin. So whereas the forward cabin is the owner's cabin, maybe not quite so traditional, but you can see why this with the space. But back here, you still got yourself a really good berth, plenty of storage as well. Again, sort of triple tri-windows, air conditioning, storage under the beds. So it's still a very nice place to lay your head, and the woodwork continues throughout, and the kind of quality, I think. And then just behind you there is your day head. So also into the shower there also acts as a wet locker, and so that kind of gets access through into here, and then the cupboard opens up if needed to put your oilies in. So you jump straight in there and jump straight out, and you're nice and dry. So it's sort of the small things that help, especially you want the rest of the boat to get wet. So we're coming back up. Yeah, thank you for joining me today on board this Southerly 480 MANUKA, and she's available for viewings. Thank you very much. Bye bye.